guys, so today is the day that I tell you guys about my curly hair journey. It's been about 6 months since I big chopped, so I just want to do my curly hair journey. Yeah.
Is that you, Santa Claus?
I know a few people are probably going to comment like,
is your hair wet?
Yes, it's wet. So there will be pictures in this video, but I will be talking through it. I wrote down like pretty much everything. Let's get started. Curly hair journey starts when I was born, obviously. I had curly hair my whole life. I was natural pretty much all the way up until 6th grade. That was when I started flat ironing my hair. I always flat ironed my hair because I was a competition dancer. So you had to have like straight hair to do, for us anyways, you had to have your hair straight to do the hairstyles and stuff, but I never really thought about really keeping my hair straight up until 6th grade. My mom straightened it for me and I thought it looked really good, so I wanted to keep it straight. Now the problem was with my straight hair in 6th grade, it was all the way down below my boobs, but I had dead ends. Of course, I didn't know they were dead ends back in 6th grade. I just thought they looked really bad, so I begged my mom to cut my hair. One thing you need to know about my mom in this story is that she is pro long hair, so of course she said no. But one day I finally begged and she was like, okay, I'll do it. She cut my hair. I feel like she wanted to teach me a lesson because not only did she cut it all the way up to here when I only wanted it to like right here, but she also cut it lopsided, and she cut bangs about this short on my forehead that I had to pin back that same day, literally with bobby pins, like starting right here. I was super duper shocked. Like the minute she cut my hair, I was like, what? During the whole, or most of the year in 7th grade anyways, I wore it in this side ponytail with like bobby pins going all the way down my head because my bangs were so short. I even dyed it a couple times during the year. I think I dyed it red twice. So I dyed the bottom strip of my hair red, and then I dyed like 2 strips of my hair over here red somewhere, and then those faded to blonde. I wore it down sometimes, but like mostly the ponytail, but it grew back pretty quick. By the summer after 7th grade, it was pretty much back to where it was. That's when I decided that I wanted it curly again. I decided to, you know, take a shower. I was like, I don't feel like straightening it, so I put some conditioner in it and I left, and it looked really good, so I decided to keep it that way. It was super damaged, but I didn't know it was super damaged, and I really liked it. As a kid, I always wore my hair up because I thought my hair was too thick, too frizzy, and it shrunk up a lot. But now it didn't shrink up. It was super long. It was about this long, really loose curls, and I can just put conditioner in it and go, and it will look really good. So I loved it. I was cool with it up until December of 8th grade. That's when I started noticing my new growth, except I didn't really know it was new growth. I just thought that it was a big chunk of my head on the scalp that was way curlier than the rest of my head. My product stopped working and everything, so that's when I decided to wear my hair up. I started watching YouTube videos that year. I found out so much about curly hair. I even chopped my hair a bunch. I had the leave-ins, the stylers, the deep conditioners. I didn't really do anything to my hair that summer. I was just chilling. I remember starting a YouTube channel that summer. In 9th grade, when I started, I wore it up because it was so short and thick. It was about shoulder length. I went through this period of time from December in 9th grade all the way up to about January. So that whole winter break, the last day before winter break, I wore it straightened. Everybody said, you know, the normal stuff. They said, why don't you wear it like that all the time? It looks so much better like that. So I gave in and I started wearing it straight. I wanted it permanently straight the whole winter break, but it didn't really last long. By the time I went back to school, it was curly again and it was up in this ponytail again. I still wore it down on the weekends just to kind of practice my curly hair routine a little bit, and I remember in March, I actually filmed the routine for you. I said I was 10 weeks natural in that video because I was just counting from the point that I didn't want it straightened, but I was actually a year and a half transitioning because I didn't get any damage from the winter break straightening. I was almost there. I was almost fully natural. I think I had about like 2 or 3 inches left of damaged hair on my head. And then in April, I decided to texturize it. So I just kind of got fed up with wearing it up all the time in 9th grade. I wanted to wear it down and curly at school, so I looked up how to loosen your curls, and I found a texturizer video. That same day, I went to Walmart and I picked me up a texturizer. I filmed the video for you guys the first time I ever ever put a texturizer in my hair. Somewhere between 2 days and a week after I did my first texturizer that I did another texturizer. And the problem with this texturizer was that it was a completely different brand. So the first texturizer I used was really nice. I liked the results. It gave me like really nice ringlet curls, where like the second texturizer gave me like this curl but like a stretched out version. So it was like a zigzag. This was all like a blur after that, if I can explain it well. I remembered it was texturized and I wore it curly to school, but then I straightened it again and everybody liked it, so I wore it straight from then to like my last day of school, and we're still in 9th grade, by the way. So I really liked it straight. I bought a relaxer and I did the relaxer on my whole head. It was still curly because this part of my head is like the curliest part of my hair, and I didn't want it curly. I wanted it completely straight when I got out the shower, you got me? So I took that same relaxer again. I did it just in the back of my hair so it'll be straight, and I washed it out. It was straight. I was happy. During the summer I didn't want it straight anymore because it's just not me, so I decided I wanted it curly again. I wore it curly again. That summer I spent it mostly in Texas with my dad. My dad didn't like my little blonde streak. He bought me black dye. I dyed my hair black. I came back to Florida once 10th grade started. My mom told me she didn't like the black dye. She bought me brown dye. I dyed my hair brown. Started razoring my hair to make it thinner. Don't know why I did that to this day. I finally decided that I'm not gonna texturize anymore. I was going natural. I went through 20 months of transitioning. I documented in my, what is it called? My curly hair journey playlist that I have here on YouTube. The 20 months of transitioning pretty much took up my whole sophomore year and my whole junior year. I never wanted to keep it straight after I decided to go natural. You got me? Like every time I straightened it, I always wanted it back curly like 2 days later. So I chopped my hair in the beginning of summer after junior year. I straightened it because I just felt like I needed to change. A couple more like damaged pieces, like I would say a good like 2 inches left of damaged hair at the bottom of my hair. I cut that off and it set me back like 3 months, bro. I was so upset when I went back curly. My puff was super short, and finally I am where I am now. It grew back plus some. It's a really confusing hair journey. I just went through this battle between me and my curly hair pretty much my whole life. It's definitely a love-hate relationship, but yeah, that was my curly hair journey. I hope you guys understand it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how you guys' curly hair journey is going in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, I said money made me do it. I said, yeah, I said money made me